Democratic senators for 15 hours talking on the Senate floor about climate change and the importance for this country. You say that companies have to do more to combat climate change deniers. Tell me how.
Well, first of all, I think a lot of respect from around the world for what the senators have done overnight. I think a lot of the world has rather been waiting for America to take a lead, and America hasn't been taking the lead. So we need governments on board, but we also need every business to play their part as well. And I think, together, if we can get the right global laws put into place, we can get on top of this problem.
There are other businessmen and women, but some notable, the Koch brothers most notably, who have funded on the opposite end of what you're pushing. So who wins here? Sir Richard Branson and Tim Koch, or the Koch brothers?
Well, the Koch brothers are not listening to science. I mean, there's 95% of scientists believe that the world has an issue, and you can't, I think, ignore 95% of scientists, and therefore, I think it is, even as an insurance policy, if nothing else, we should be doing something about it, and let's move this world to a world that is powered by clean fuels, not dirty fuels. Let's stop subsidizing, dirty fuels. Let's put fuels on an equal level playing field, so that at least alternative fuels have a chance.
Tim Cook at his shareholder meeting said, if you want me to do things only for ROI reasons, return on investment, you should get out of this stock. You have high praise for Tim Cook and what he feels about sustainability deniers.
I have high praise for any chief executive who stands up and says to the shareholders, we're going to do things that we believe to be right, and then that is ethically right. We're not just going to be doing things for short-term bottom line profits. That's the way of the past. And business should be a force for good, and that's the way of the future.
Tell me about the Carbon War Room.
The Carbon War Room is an organization that we set up under the wonderful leadership of Jose Maria Figueres, who used to be president of Costa Rica, to work with the 21 industries that emit the most carbon: the airline industry, the shipping industry, cities, etc., and to try to come up with imaginative ways they can get carbon out of their industries without damaging their industries.
The senators talked all night about it, but there's no legislation on the table. There's no real movement in the United States to get something done.
Yeah, it's sad. And interestingly, countries like China are roaring ahead with, with clean energy. And, yes, they need to, if you look how smoggy and horrible places like Beijing are, but they are roaring ahead. And, they're bringing, solar out now at fantastically competitive prices to coal, and wind out at fantastically competitive prices to coal. So, so America really should catch up, and the politicians should, I'm afraid the Republicans should be realistic. They should listen to the scientists and not listen to what they think is short-term politics.